Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, we're live in 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome to the Redonkulous podcast. I'm here with Jeff. We want to do a special episode today. Um, there's a big headline today on the Wall Street Journal. Stocks plunge 10% in Dow's worst day since 1987. 1987. That is crazy.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years.
That's older than me. It's older than us.
Yeah, this really bad. I'm laughing now, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Um, yeah, so I've been looking into coronavirus and the market and the news lately, and yeah, there's a lot of negative things going on. That's why me and Jeff we want to make this special episode for you guys, and we just want to spread the word of how bad things really are.
Can you share
And
what that means, like on the street level? I mean, on the day to day, like what do you see in uh, your work?
yeah, so I've been following the markets for about a year and a half now, and I've never seen anything as bad as this. So, I was talking to Jeff, and like beginning of this week, I was talking with my hotels. I was like, wow, the hotel business has been really slow. And I talked to them, and because all of, corporate clients, they're not traveling anymore. So they're not doing any big gatherings. They're not traveling. They're not going to hotels. Hotels are hurting bad. They lost about 50% revenue for March. 50%. In dollar terms, it's about $300,000 in revenue. In revenue. And in my business, so how it affects me in my business, I run the dry cleaners, and we also do laundry for hotels.
Like the linens and
So
stuff.
right, the linens, the sheets, pillowcase, towels, all that. That's what we do, and we also do dry cleanings for clients. You know, people, corporate clients, people who wear dress shirts and suits, basically. And this month, yeah, we took a hit. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. About
So,
I
so
want to say
basically,
about
like you hear all this news, and it's just some people are
yeah,
going nuts. I'm sure you see like the Costco's and the BJ's, everyone's buying stuff out. I even hear
yeah,
some crazy stuff that some people overbought and they're allegedly trying to return the stuff. But I think you're right. You hit on a great point. Is that this is crazy. This is affecting people's day-to-day life, which is something that you can't even stress enough. You hear this all in the news, but we're starting to see it too. And based on what we looked up, like it's only going to get worse.
yeah. So this is a World Health Organization. Um, so this is worldwide, and you can go here to find out the latest news about the coronavirus. And today's March 13th. Yesterday, March 12th. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Today's
on this recording, yes, it's Friday, March 13th, because it's after midnight. But yes.
yes. So March 11th on Wednesday, the World Health Organization declared a global epidemic. So what it means is it's serious. Yeah. To put it in simple terms, it's very, very serious.
Okay, great.
And
So
my
why does that affect the economy? Why does that affect the stock market?
Yeah, so because like I shared with my personal experience, people aren't traveling, people aren't going outside, everybody's worried, and this virus, it's spreading fast. Um, I think it is exponentially growing, and the transfer rate is very, very high. So it multiplies. Let's say if one person has it, it goes to two. From two, it goes to four. From four, it goes to 16. So it's exponentially growing, and it's growing very, very fast.
Yeah, pull
I
up the
have a
chart.
yes, I have a chart
By the
here.
way,
This
I don't
is
know if this is this chart. Our friend Stella shared tonight that some of these charts they have malware, so just be careful on which sites you guys are looking at.
yeah, and I think she said that like they're trying to like hack passwords and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so be very, very careful,
Good
guys.
thing you're pulling this up on yours and not mine.
Yeah, so this is a study from the John Hopkins. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, so this is the John Hopkins. They're tracking globally the corona cases, and right now it's at 128,000
Yeah. So
people.
I think what you were telling me, James, was that when it first started, you've been following this map for a while, and then it started off as like little red dots, and to where we are
Yeah,
today, like look at that. That's kind of crazy. Can
yeah,
you pull up the chart on the bottom right? I think you were telling me about that last time.
yeah,
But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So in the beginning, it was like Jeff said, it was a few little red dots. In January, there was like 2,000 cases in China. Okay, 2,700, 4,000, and then
What was
as
the
time,
can you go back to the one before?
this one,
Yeah. Wow. Wait. Go 24th, 25th. What's the next one?
26,
26 for 2.7 and then the next day like it almost doubled.
yeah,
Wow.
4.4, 6, 7, 9, 11. Yeah, so it's growing very,
So
very
like you said, like
fast.
it's leveling off now, but this yellow graph just shows the cases in mainland China. And the
Um,
one that we're looking at, which is the yellow one on the bottom, that's across the world. That one is still going up, and probably will go up now that testing is becoming more and more readily available.
yes. There's an article from that there's an article out there that Korea actually they got out a test in 3 weeks. That's why Korea is supplying all the tests right now. So in 3 weeks, Korea got a test. In US right now we have a shortage of tests, and US, we weren't prepared for this. We don't have tests available, and yeah, it's a big problem. So I'm so thankful that Korea has ample amount of tests, and they're just supplying the world right now. um yeah, so this,
Well,
and
the good
now
news
that,
is that you see the green one, the one in the middle, that's total recovered. So that's going up as well. So that's a good sign. But going back to your point about South Korea, is it South Korea or Korea
yes,
in general?
South Korea.
Okay, so South Korea having the test. Can you tie that back? Can you mention the manufacturing point?
Yes. With the coronavirus going on, there's a huge hit in manufacturing, supply and demand. So supply is people making it. All of manu- our supply is coming from outside the U.S. So places like China, India, Korea, everything is made. Not everything, but a lot of things are being made outside the U.S., and our manufacturing is very low in the U.S. That's why you always talk about, oh, let's make a U.S. manufacturing, um, more manufacturing in U.S. Um, I mean, that's a big concern here. And now that with the coronavirus and the coronavirus hits manufacturers because people can't work, people can't make stuff, and then there's a high demand for items like Purell and um, toilet paper. I don't know why people are stocking up on toilet paper, but I guess they're worried about that too. So there's a shortage of supplies of Purell masks, and we just can't make any masks to for the demand, the high demand that we have right now. So it's a big problem. And I talked to a couple of friends that work in the healthcare industry, and they have a serious shortage of masks as well. Yeah, so it's a big problem right now.
I just want to
Um,
shout out this irony that the House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy made a post about Chinese coronavirus. It's just so ironic that we're so quick. And this is a guy that's in politics representing us in the House of Representatives. He's so quick to point the finger when we actually rely on other countries for manufacturing. And I just think that, I don't know, personal opinion, I think our government is doing a bad job from the start of handling this and limiting the outbreaks. And instead of just like, trying to come up with solutions, why are you trying to point fingers and spread xenophobia? Like,
yeah,
it's not a good look.
yeah,
Frankly, it's embarrassing.
yeah. I mean, we should be looking for solutions and ways to fix it. Um, and you know, on Wednesday when World Health Organization called it, an epidemic, a pandemic, level 3. This is the most serious thing in the world right now. Trump, he made a speech at 9 o'clock on Wednesday, and I mean, he didn't solve any issues. He's like, he didn't say anything about, okay, we're gonna manufacture, Purell here. We're gonna make masks here. We're gonna make tests, and we're gonna solve this. Um, all he really talked about was, okay, America is tough. We're gonna get through this. Everything's gonna be all right. But in reality, oh man, it is not gonna be all right. Right now, schools are shutting down. Businesses are getting affected by this. The economy, the global economy worldwide right now is getting hurt really, really bad. Um, and if you look at places like Italy, South Korea, um, they're hurting. They're hurting a lot too. So in U.S., what I believe to be true. There's no facts behind this. The past 2 months now, over 2 months. Right now it's March. Um, People been traveling all over the world for the past 2 months, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't addressed as a pandemic. And I believe that U.S. we're already infected majority of the population, in my belief, and it's gonna spread like wildfire. And once we start doing more testing, the numbers are gonna go up. And this map, in my opinion, I think it's gonna be as red as China. Um, Unless we take this matter, and the communities really try to prevent it from exponentially growing and infecting others. I think this is gonna be a big problem.
Basically, we're doing a bad job.
Yeah. Yeah. So how does this affect the stock market? So I have here a chart pulled up. This is a max monthly chart, and right here, this is the drop. So we have supply and demand issues. We have, businesses and the economy. The global economy is getting tough on them. And if you look from here to here, it went from about 3,200, the S&P 500, to now it's sitting at 2,480.
That's what, 30% drop, 33% drop.
I don't know the exact numbers, but it's about a 9,000 point drop. 9,000. I mean, oh, sorry, 900. 900. S&P's only 3,000. So it's a 900 point drop. It's like Jeff said, almost a 30%, 25% drop.
You're
And
just freaking yourself out right now. 9,000? Over
yeah,
9,000?
I've been going crazy the past few days.
Yeah, you don't need to tell
Um,
me.
yeah, especially when my hotel clients and my dry cleaning business, took a huge hit this month, the past 2 weeks from this virus. Usually March is when everything starts getting busy, and instead of
Yeah, I
getting
remember
busier,
March and January. You work 7 days, which is crazy. But January, February, you have the Sundays off, and March is usually when it starts picking up, where you have to start working on Sundays. So it's bad news. Can you talk about this? Like, I see another dip over here. Like, that kind of looks similar to the one that we're going through.
this one right
What is
here.
this? When is that?
Okay, so this is the 2008 recession. Um, I mean, for um, you know, at that point, how old were we in 2008? Uh,
Uh,
we were in high school. Let's put it that. So you
I was
know,
gonna say 9,000.
yeah. So we're in high school, and we're in high school. We're not following the markets, and this was a tough time for the economy in 2008. And if you compare 2008 drop to the this month's drop, it's looking very similar to
What's the
this
dollar amount they
and
dropped?
this. The dollar amount is, let's see, it's about 1,500 up to
800,
800.
800, give or take.
Oh, there we go. 737, 735. So it's about a 50% drop in the market. 50%. So if you had $100 in the market at this point, it dropped to $50. So the drop looks very similar to what we're experiencing now. We went from 3,200 all the way down to 2,000, about 500. So if you divide 3,200 and divide that by two, which is 50%, we're looking at about 1,600. I don't know if we're gonna get that low. Um, I'm part of a mentorship and for trading stocks. I've been, following for. I've been trading for about over a year, and we believe that it's gonna land somewhere around here, around the $1,800, $1,900 level.
Yeah. So
So,
basically, the group that you're a part of, everyone's freaking out as well.
no, th're not freaking out. We are short-term traders. We're in and out 1 day, 2 days, 1 hour. So we're not too exposed to the market, I guess you can say. So, so right now we are capitalizing on the down move. So, we're trading and we're capitalizing on the down move. So basically, betting that the stocks will go down. And if you compare this drop to this drop, this looks much steeper than this drop right here. And be very, I know like, stocks are like hot topic, everyone's talking about stocks, but I I don't think I want to be buying now. There's so much negative news. There's the global economy is very bad, and no, I think you should just wait a little bit and let the dust settle. Uh, yeah, and if you guys want to know more information about it, feel free to comment, or if you guys want to know anything, feel free to comment. Any questions, reach out. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Um, our tag, our ID is Redonkulous Podcast. Yeah, reach out to me, reach out to Jeff, reach out to Annie. We'd love to answer your questions. And
And check out this, the Joe Rogan podcast. He recently just had a expert, Mr. Osterholm, and he's like you see there, infectious disease expert. There's a 15-minute clip. The full episode's about an hour and a half. Very informative. They go into the details and what people are not talking about, and just there's a lot of misinformation going around out there. Make sure that you're paying attention to the right information and don't be part of that cycle where you're spreading misinformation. That's it.
yes, yeah, yeah. As soon as I listened to this podcast, oh man, I was so scared, and the spread rate of this virus, it's very high. Yeah, I was going crazy after I heard this. Like the past 2 days, I heard this and how serious the virus is. My business, you know, we had a revenue hit this month by like 50%, and I was just texting Jeff like, "Yo, the market's about to tank. Yo, call me, text me." And yeah, I was freaking out.
It's just kind of scary that I have a lot of friends overseas, either traveling or just not living in the States. And yeah, it's crazy that people, there are people from going from like freaking out about this and people who are not looking at this closely enough. Just be informed, guys.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then try your best to get informed.
Yes. Yeah, listen to I highly recommend this episode. It's a lot of good information there. And please, everyone, be safe and be well. We'll get through this.
Have a good night.
All right, good night, guys. There's actually ways you can make money when the market is going down. It's called shorting. Basically, in simple terms, you're betting that the stock is going to go down. So that's what I've been doing today, and there was a 10% decline. Um, yeah, so if you guys want to learn more about it, feel free to give a comment and reach out to us. And also, we have all the links in the description below. And if you want to sign up for Webull, they're offering 2 free stocks. My referral link is in the description.
We are not giving investing advice. Okay, this is just what James
Yep.
is doing. And if you guys are interested in this type of content, let us know. Give us feedback, and yeah, we're happy to do more content like this.
Please share if you like the content, get the word out, smash the like button. We really appreciate it. It'll help us expand our channel.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Good night.